I'm with senior Congress leader Shashi Tharoor. Mr. Tharoor, thank you for joining us on NDTV. My first question, Kerala to Keralam. So what do you have to say about that? You feel it doesn't add any value to the state?
It doesn't add any value at all. It's sheer political pandering. It's just an empty symbolism. We want serious issues. We want development assistance. We want an AIIMS, which was promised a dozen years ago. We want high-speed rail line. We want development packages for all our distressed people. What do we get? We get a consonant. We get an extra M. We're supposed to be happy with that. And these communists in government are running around acting as if it's a big act of decolonial triumph. It's nothing at all like that. Keralam was already Keralam in Malayalam, as India is Bharatam in Malayalam. And it's in India in English, it's Kerala in English. How does it hurt anybody? I mean, I don't understand what we gain by this kind of rebranding. Is there any positive benefit other than for the letterhead printers, the sign painters, the people who have to now go and add an M to everything saying Kerala? What is the point otherwise?
So why do you think this happened now? Why do you think this approval happened just ahead of elections? Is there going to be any political impact as a result of it? Are people going to be swayed by this?
The Prime Minister said he's honoured the sentiments of the people. And of course, he didn't add, but it didn't cost him anything to do so because it cost the centre nothing at all to say yes. Now, the point is, this kind of honouring the sentiments of the people, as I said, is pure empty symbolism. It has no value. It will change nothing for anybody other than those whose job it is to actually print letterheads and paint signs and so on. Nobody else has any effect. In Malayalam, you'll continue to say Keralam, and in English, you'll continue to say Kerala most people. Though, because of the change, today in a tweet, I actually used the word Keralam for the states, very self-consciously. I said I inaugurated a college function in Muvattupuzha, Keralam.
So you're from Kerala, I'm from Kerala, so we were Keralites. Now what are we going to be? I mean, you
That's the
spoke
big
about
mystery.
that.
So as I asked, if that M changes everything, are we going to become Keralamites? It sounds like some sort of very deadly microbe. Or are we going to become, there used to be, Kerala would be Keralites and Keralans, according to the British. So Keralan would now become Keralamians, Keralamians, I don't know. I mean, it's going to be equally worse sounding like some sort of rare earth mineral, between neodymium and promethium and so on. There'll be Keralamium. I don't get the point of all of this, honestly.
But people say that there has been a consensus as far as this name is concerned. Several within left were pushing for it. And now, of course, the BJP, the centre rather, approving it. So is there really largely a consensus among all the parties in Kerala?
There is a no objection consensus. No one really cares enough. But the problem is, for these people, they have no real achievements to show. The state government has brought Kerala down to the depths of debt. It is a government that has not been able to deliver any benefits for the people. So they can at least point to Keralam as something that they wanted and brought about. In other words, if you can't actually deliver tangible benefits, try and appeal to people's pride. What is the point of this? I mean, does a Malayali, in any case, change the way he speaks? No. I mean, I have often pointed out, in many, many countries, many languages, not just in India, it is common to have one language, one word in your own language for your country or your state or your region, and very often another name in English or whatever other foreign language. So, for example, Germany is Deutschland in the German language, which is Deutsch, and it is Germany in English, it is Germany in Hindi. I mean, the fact is, the Germans aren't going on objecting to the Hindi wala saying, don't call us Germany, call us Deutschland. They are mature, they are secure in their own identity. They know that their Germanness is not going to be diluted because somebody doesn't call them Deutschland.
Sure,
so why do we have this complex that each of these small things need to be done? Odisha has become Odisha, and is Assam going to become Ahom? I don't know. I mean, I don't know how many changes we want to make and for what benefit. Let us simply say we have our own language, we have our own name. India is India when I speak English. India is Bharatam when I'm talking in Malayalam. How does it bother anybody?
And so talking about elections, preparations of the UDF, tell me about the campaigns. Rahul Gandhi, Priyanka Gandhi going to campaign in Wayanad. How prepared is the UDF? It's always been LDF, UDF in Kerala for the longest time. So how optimistic are you this time?
I'm very optimistic. I think that I've just been, for example, I inaugurated the Kottayam halt of the Puthiyuga Yatra, the big procession that has been led from the northern part of the state in Kasaragod by V.D. Satish and the LOP, the leader of the opposition. And the momentum is with us. The crowds were phenomenal. The reception for us was rapturous. I made a strong speech about the future that we envision for Kerala, a new bright future for the young people of our state. They lapped it up. They want to see this kind of positive messaging. And I keep saying we are not just an opposition party. We are the future party of government. And our message should be about governance, and that's what I'm talking about. I find that there is a lot of willingness to hear that. If you look around the state, oh, by the way, you said Rahul Gandhi and Priyanka Gandhi in Wayanad. Not only Wayanad. In fact, when this same yatra reaches its conclusion, which it will in my constituency of Thiruvananthapuram on the 7th of February, 7th of March, definitely Rahul Gandhi will be there. That's what I understand. And that is going to be a very powerful message, that this is the highest levels of the Congress party showing their total commitment to this victory.
And sir, if I may ask, the whole controversy surrounding, Shashi Tharoor is a friend of Modi, Prime Minister Modi, and that, all this dispute within the Congress, the so-called disputes and internal issues within the Congress. What do you have to say to all of that? Because on many occasions you have spoken well of Prime Minister Modi and his policies.
Have you ever seen me in my 17 years in politics saying anything negative about anybody? Even people who have been vicious and nasty to me, I have not said anything to them negatively. I am somebody.
So it doesn't mean you're switching ship like many.
It doesn't say, I haven't switched anywhere. Have you seen me switching anywhere? I have expressed my point of view freely and frankly, but in Parliament I have very stuck to the party whip. Where there have been differences of opinion, sometimes when it was unavoidable, I've aired them publicly. Most of the time, I've kept my views to myself in public, as I've done in Parliament, and then, when necessary, spoken privately inside to appropriate party circles, as I also did earlier this year with my party leadership. To my mind, that is a perfectly acceptable way of going. The media is very quick at any sort of thing, but what I've often pointed out, and people don't read enough in our country, I have a very long paper trail. My convictions, values, and principles have been unchanged for half a century almost. I've been writing articles, books. There are 28 books. Show me where I've been inconsistent. Where have I gone from one to the other? I've always had a certain set of convictions. I talked about them as recently as a tweet a couple of days ago on Rajaji, where I pointed out the kind of things he believed in that I happen to also believe in. And those have been my beliefs. His party no longer exists, or I might have been in it, but his party doesn't exist. So where did I find the closest to it? The Congress, which is a Big Ten party and which has a whole range of different voices and opinions available within it, and I'm one of them too.
So last question, Kerala story true, controversy surrounding it. Do you think it's a propaganda film? Have you seen it? Or, I'm sure a trailer of the film.
And I haven't even seen the trailer, but I've heard about it. Who hasn't these days? And the matter is before the courts. I think the idea is that they're very much arguing that the way in which this trailer has depicted certain things, it will needlessly incite communal disharmony and communal violence potentially, because the trailer apparently closes with something, "Hum sahenge nahi, hum ladenge," which means we will fight. Who are you going to fight? What are you going to fight? Where are you going to fight? In Kerala. We don't want you coming and fighting in Kerala. So there are some serious issues about all of this. And I think clearly the courts are bound to rule on this matter. The arguments are live before the High Court. Let's see what they say.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Tharoor, for speaking to us. Thank you.